All right. So I'm here by myself again, late at night. It's about 11:30. I did a chest day last week, or a couple days ago, I guess, whatever it was. Yeah, yesterday was a rest day and the day before chest day. And there was a fella here and he wasn't like super fond of me filming, which I get it. Like, so he was doing some odd noises and, sneaking pictures and probably flaming me to all his buddies and whatever else. But so I scrapped most of the footage. I didn't feel like super comfortable. Confidence is like a big thing, and I don't have a lot of it. So I just did my workout as best I could and just filmed what I could, and maybe I'll edit it later, maybe not. But we're here today, we're gonna do a leg day. And I'm just gonna try and do some good exercises here and maybe talk about a couple things that have been on my mind. So this pendulum squat, I haven't used it yet, so hopefully I'm doing it right. I mean, I know you can do both ways. Do like so. Thought about trying like this. It's pretty heavy on its own, so maybe we'll do this. We'll just do this for 8 to 10. See how we feel. So yeah, super weak on legs. Super weak. But we gotta do it. Gotta get it done. I know I talked about mental health last time I recorded in here for the back day. And not every day you're gonna feel super strong. You're not gonna feel super strong physically. Some days you'll feel super strong physically and not so strong mentally. And yesterday was a rest day, and I just was irritable and kind of in my own head about certain things. And like, I lost my cat. I had him for 8 years. He was like my best friend, every time I'd be away on a job, I'd look forward to coming home and seeing him. And I was home this fall before my surgery, and he just passed away. And the vet said it was something to maybe do with a clot in his heart or lung, or not too sure. But it still tears me up to think about it, especially if I'm up late at night, my wife's asleep or whatever. No, it's just me. You get in your own head and it kind of just like throws everything off. So, you just have to try and stay busy and do things that make you feel good. That's like tonight, I didn't really feel like coming. But I know that once I got here, took my pre-workout, got in here, did the first couple exercises, I'd feel great. And just after that first set, my mind's already going, I'm feeling good. It's, it's what you need. Sometimes you just have to get in here and do it. So that's why we're here, to rebuild ourselves. Let's do another set here. Oh man, these are tough, especially with no weight. I didn't think they'd be this heavy. They are heavy. Legs are tough. You know, you don't realize how strong your legs actually are because you lug your body around all the time. And when you work them, it takes so much extra to work your legs that you just feel so like drained. But it's a good feeling. Feels good. We'll do one more set of these, I think. And then I'm gonna do leg extensions. Try to do those till failure. I always try to do partials at the end of those. And those are killers. Leg extensions, if you do them right, are killer. By far, they make you feel something else. The burn. That's when you really start to feel the leg pump, at least for me. And this is the first time I've actually squatted anything since my surgery. And it's just the weight of the machine, but it's heavy. I've done some goblet squats and stuff, but goblet squats they're not super great. And they're awkward, holding the weight, you know, chest height and squat. They're just awkward, they're weird. Not a bad exercise, but not like a go-to. I really like a conventional squat, like in a squat rack. But I haven't tested those yet. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to do those. I just really need to try it out, I guess. But for now, pendulum squat's a great machine. That and hack squat are insane. Like, insane. So we'll do one more set of these and then do some leg extensions. I'm gonna try for 5, maybe 6. All right. All right. Now these are a real killer. We'll try 60 pounds. Ideally, 8 to 10 reps per set. And then I try to do partials, as many partials as I can. I used to sit forward and really just get that super good stretch. But just post-surgery here, I've just been doing it conventional and just staying back and bracing myself real good. Just trying to do things right and with good form. It's our killer. Man. Those are tough, man. They take a lot out of me. Really try to control that eccentric movement just on the way down. I really try to just 1, 2, 3, just count. Try not to go too explosive on the way up, just get it up. And then nice and slow on the way down. Man, my quads, they shake. And they never used to do that before. I used to blow through these. I think I was doing like 165 pounds with these on this machine. Yeah, 165, I think. You feel so weak. And I know I keep repeating myself about how weak I feel, but it's important for me that I reiterate to myself that I'm weak. So that way I want to work harder to get stronger. I don't know why, it just works for me. And maybe it'll work for somebody else if they do the same thing, but for me, that's just what I do. Is I'm weak. I just tell myself I'm weak, but I'm going to get stronger. So I have to push. I have to do those partials. I have to make sure I'm getting a good set each time. It's nice to be in here alone, man. Not have any distractions, obviously, besides this. But everything that, like I'm saying anyways, I'd probably be thinking. Or I'd be thinking about something random. Or just have a song stuck in my head or whatever. But it's good to also, for me, it helps to talk. ADHD thing, I guess. All right, let's do one more here. We'll do 2 more sets of this. Oh, those get the heart rate up. I love this gym. Like when I was traveling and stuff for work, I'd always try to go to the gym when I could, when I had spare time. And I've went to a bunch of different gyms all over the country, like Anytime Fitness and Planet Fitness and stuff. And this is like 4-minute drive from my house. Like, it's amazing. I think me and my wife were probably one of the first 5 members to sign up for this gym when they opened. And the owners are great. The owners are awesome. Couldn't ask for a better gym, man. And the equipment's not like brand spanking new, but they maintain it well. It's expensive. Equipment's expensive. I mean, they got dumbbells all the way up to like, I think I looked in the back, like 185 pounds, which I'll never be able to use one, but, well, I shouldn't say never, but, it's a great gym, man. And for it to be this close in like a very rural county in Pennsylvania, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it. So we'll do these, and I'm going to do some RDLs. I've been doing RDLs a lot. Try to help with the glute. Try to help with the hammies. And I do hamstring curl usually as well. But I've been trying to incorporate RDLs more. They just feel good. All right, we'll do this set and then we'll go do them. God, those are killer, man. They get the blood flowing. Do some RDLs. My anxiety's been super up lately. As I ran heavy equipment for 14 years. I got in when I was 18 and it's all I've done. I did a lot of work in the natural gas and oil pipeline industry, mainly running excavators, dozers, bulldozers, side booms. Did a lot. Run a bending machine, bending the pipe to fit the curves and the overbends and sags and stuff. And you know, I consider myself a professional. I really, really try to take a lot of pride in what I did. It's a very cutthroat industry. People will stab you in the back in a split second if they think they can get a job. And a lot of ridiculing, a lot of bullying. Especially me being young, you know, being in a union, I still faced a lot of ridicule and drama and always the butt of the joke a lot for some reason. People that I was supposed to consider my brothers and sisters would just say a lot of bad things about me behind my back for no reason in particular. A lot of people don't like my father, but me and my father, we don't really associate a whole lot. I mean, we're on good terms with each other, but that's another story for another day. But I'm so on the fence of going back to work doing pipeline construction or running heavy equipment or anything. Just because right now I felt, post-surgery and everything, I felt so relieved that I had this pressure and everything was gone, the headaches were gone. I just felt like this huge weight was off my shoulders. And then obviously I wasn't working because I was in recovery, so I felt great. I felt like I had no stress about work or the union or anything. I was just focused on me and my wife. And it was just such a freeing feeling. And it's one of those things, if anybody that watches these is blue collar, you'll understand how hard it is. you know, especially somebody like me. I consider myself fairly left-leaning liberal, and it's a very difficult thing because I don't really want to discuss politics or anything like that, especially at work or, you know, but it's hard not to. That's all anybody cares about. But it's just a part of life. That's why I'm so glad to have my health back and being able to get this fitness back and come in here for an hour, hour and a half every day, 2 hours. And the weights don't care, you know, the weights don't care who I voted for. The weights don't care who my dad is. The weights don't care how I dress. You know, they don't care if my cowboy boots are pointed or square toe. They don't care if my rim's bent or flat, you know. They don't care what tattoos you have or, you know, you just come in here. And that's why everybody's so adamant about the Iron Brotherhood, because everybody comes in here just to sling weights, to feel something good. So I think it's super important for anybody who's post-surgery or post-dealing with some sort of life-changing event, you know. And like I said, I'm still on the fence about it. I have a bulge disc and degenerative disc disease. I have C4, C5, C6, and C7. C5, 6, and 7 are the worst, C6 being the worst, and that's bulge the worst. And I was pretty much told, like, if you continue down this path, you're going to end up with a spinal fusion surgery. I don't know if I can go through another surgery like the one I just went through. Granted, brain surgery is a little bit different than back surgery, but it's all neurosurgery, and it's just something I don't want to put myself through anymore. But lots to think about. But we're just going to focus on this and do another set of RDLs. Then we're going to do some hamstring curls. And then calves. Calves are the most important thing, probably, because mine are small. So here we go. Man. And right now, I felt a little bit of pressure. Just some straining and bending over. And it's just like the anxiety of that too. It's so tough to overcome because I know what that pressure does to me or used to do to me post-surgery. And all that pressure, that fluid would all build up in the base of my skull. So they took out a piece of my skull, and they also cut off about half of my C1 vertebrae to make room for the spinal fluid to flow up and around my brain. And because the spinal fluid wasn't getting to my brain and being able to flow around my brain, it was like kind of concussion-like symptoms, I guess. And I'd get this pressure, intense pressure build up in the occipital area of my head. And I could not explain to you how bad the pain was. It was like if somebody just touched your head, it was just gonna split open. It was miserable. And trying to overcome, knowing that I do have that flow now, but still feeling that pressure is such a tense, odd feeling. And I have to mentally push myself past that point and know that I'm going to be okay now, and I just have to do the weight. So if you're post-surgery, you want to go easy into it, but just know that you can do it. You can do it. It's going to take some time, but you'll get there, and you can do it. All right. One more of these. I can feel my form starting to fail, I'm getting tired. We're gonna call it there. Let's go do some hamstrings. Just gonna power through these bad boys just for the sake of my camera battery, because it's about kaput. And these give me that pressure, especially when I get right up fast. And luckily it dissipates super fast. Before my surgery, I would feel it during my workout, terrible. And then I'd have a good workout though, and I'd feel good towards the end of my workout. And then 20, 30 minutes post-workout, oh my Lord, man, the headache I would get. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And I don't wish it on anybody at all. I hope anybody that finds this and is struggling with Chiari, I hope you get answers, because you deserve it. Oh, shoot. All right. Time for some calves. And then we'll call it a night. All right, we'll get these done before the camera dies. Those burn too, man. I usually do these seated because it's tough on, this kind of hurts your shoulders, but I feel like I get more of a stretch on these. I can go a little bit deeper. You know, like my heel wants to drop down farther just because the way this is angled. I just I like the way it makes my calves feel, but not a huge fan of the, just a lot of weight in your shoulders. But as my traps get bigger, able to go away, hopefully. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more sets of these. I'm not gonna record it, but if you're watching, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.